In this session, we are going to take up one more topic on mixing Boolean and comparison operators. The comparison operators evaluates two Boolean values. You can use them in expressions with Boolean operators. So the AND, OR and NOT operators are called Boolean operators because they always operate on the Boolean values, which is true and false. While expressions like 4 is less than 5 aren't Boolean values, they are expressions that evaluates to the Boolean value. So what does it mean? If 4 is less than 5, condition is false. If 4 is less than 5, the condition is true. If 4 is greater than 5, condition becomes false. So like that. For example, if I say 4 is less than 5 and 5 is less than 6, what should give? If 4 is less than 5, condition is true, and 5 is less than 6, condition is true. So true and true is always true. So in this case, you can see the 4 is less than 5, the condition is true, and 5 is less than 6. If you take that again, true, and if 5 is less than 6, the condition is again true. True and true will evaluate to true now. Similarly, if I say 4 is less than 5 and 9 is less than 6, 4 is less than 5, condition is true, and 9 is less than 6. What is that? The condition becomes false. So true and false, which evaluates to false from the true table. Similarly, if I say 1 is equal to 2 or 2 is equal to 2, is 1 is equal to 2, the condition is false, or 2 is equal to 2, the condition is true. False or true in or truth table, if any one of these two conditions is true, either of the one condition is true, then it evaluates to true value. So that is the meaning of that. The computer will evaluate the left expression first and then it evaluates to the right expression. When it knows the Boolean value for each, it will then evaluate the whole expression down to a one Boolean value. If you consider here, it is starting from left towards right. So it is comparing between these two and gives the result, and it compares between these two and gives the result here. That is true and true. Finally, when it comes down to this, you are going to get only one Boolean value. If you consider any one of these expressions, you can also say that it is down to a single Boolean value. You can also use multiple Boolean operators in an expression along with the comparison operators. What is that? If I say 2 plus 2 double equals to 4 and not 2 plus 2 double equal to 5 and 2 star 2 is double equals to 2 plus 2, what it should give? Is 2 plus 2 is equal to true? Yes. And 2 plus 2 double equal to 5? No. So and not false. And 2 star 2 is equal to 2 star 2 is how much? 4 is equal to 2 plus 2, 4. So and true. So then what happens? First, in the precedence, what it does, it will go for the not operator, then and then or. So true and not false and true. First evaluates the not operator. So not false is how much? Not false is true. So true and true and true. True and true and true. Then it evaluates the AND operator. In this particular expression, if you see, both these operators are the same precedence. Since it has got a same precedent, it will start from left to right. So true and true is true and true. So true and true. So then what it should give? The value should be true. So you will have to get the value as true. Then the precedence, note that the precedence for Boolean operators are not AND or operator. That's what I told you. So similarly, evaluates a flow control, how it is. The flow control statement often starts with the part called the condition and are always followed by a block of code which is called the clause. If you consider the conditions, the Boolean expressions you have seen so far could all be considered conditions, which are same thing as an expression. Condition is just a one more specific name and in the context of flow control statement. The condition always evaluates down to a Boolean value which is true and false. A flow control statement decides what to do based on whether its condition is true or false. And almost every flow control statement uses a condition. So the blocks of code, how much? The lines of Python code can be grouped together in a block. You can tell when a block begins and ends from the indentation of the line of code. So there are three rules for blocks. One is blocks begin when the indentation starts or increases. Block can contain other blocks. And lastly, the blocks ends when the indentation decreases to 0 to a containing block's indentation. So now we will, before going into this example, let us see how this the Boolean operators are working for our program, that is the mixing of Boolean operators. So first we are going to take up the print. So what is that? Print 4 is less than 5 and 5 is less than 6. What is that condition? The condition, it becomes true. So why? 4 is less than 5 is true and 5 is less than 6 is also true. True and true is true. That is according to the truth table. Similarly, 4 is less than 5 and 9 is less than 6 now. Now we are going to take 9 is less than 6. So what is that condition? False, because 4 is less than 5 is true. True and false. 9 is less than 6 is false. So true and false will always be false. Similarly, 1 is equal to 2. 1 equals to 2 and or 2 is equal to or 2 is equal to 2. So true, because one of the condition is true. Here 1 is equal to 2, it is false, or 2 is equal to 2, true. False or true is when one of these condition is true, then it is true in OR operation, in OR operator. So that is why you are getting it as true. Now the next condition what we are talking about is an expression, the combination of expressions, like 2 plus 2 is equal to, so here we will come down to this, we will write 2 plus 2 is equal to 4 and not 2 plus 2 is equal to 5 and 2 star 2 double equals 2 plus 2. Okay. Now what it should contain? It should come to true. Why? Because 2 plus 2, 4 is equal to 4. Condition is true. And not 2 plus 2 is equal to 5, false. And not false. And 2 star 2 is equal to 2 plus 2 and true. So since you have the set of Boolean operators true and not false, it is true again, because so not false and true. So since you have the number of Boolean operators, and in this case not will going to be the precedence, so not false is true, true and true and true. So since you have the same precedence, so it will evaluate from left to right, true and true becomes true, true and true will be equal to true. That is what we can see here, it evaluates down to true value, which evaluates down to true value. Now we want to run this program, so you will go to get this as true. So this is how you will be able to execute this. So then we will going to have this elements of flow control. In this the blocks begins and ends. Now we will come down to this to write an example for showing how this will going to work. So we have name. We are considering name equals Mary. The password is Swordfish. So first we have to explain the condition. We are applying the condition. If name is equal to Mary, what it should do? If this condition becomes true, then print hello Mary. Yes. Then if password is equal to swordfish, print, the condition is true, print access granted. Okay, else print it is the wrong password. Now in this case what happens? So name is equal to Mary, so Mary is equal to Mary, yes, the condition is true, it prints hello Mary first. Then what you have assigned, the password is equal to swordfish. So swordfish is equal to swordfish, yes, the condition is true, print access granted. So what will going to be the final output? The final output here will be hello Mary, access granted. So output will be hello Mary, access granted. Similarly, we have one more example. If name is equal to Mary and password is equal to swordfish, if name is equal to Mary, the condition is true, print hello Mary. Then if password is equal to check, in this case what happens is the password is swordfish and here the password is equal to check. So is swordfish is equal to check? No. So the condition is false. So it will going to skip this statement, print access granted will be skipped and write else wrong password. In this case what will going to be the output? Output will be hello Mary and wrong password, hello Mary and the wrong password. So this is how you will be able to execute the conditions on the Boolean operator. Now we are going to try to see how it will going to work with the program. So when you want to write the program, we will say name equals Mary, then password equals swordfish, okay. If name equals Mary, okay, print hello Mary, hello Mary, hello Mary, print hello Mary, yes. So we have any comma there? Yes, we will write that. Exactly in the same way we will write hello Mary. If password is equal to swordfish, if password is equal to swordfish, then print condition is true, then you have to say access granted, okay. If the condition becomes false, else print wrong password. Wrong password. Now in this case what do you expect the output? Now we will try to run this by a program by considering the single by single. Now we will go for debug the Python file, then now in this case first name is equal to Mary, so it assigns the name is equal to Mary, then password is equal to swordfish. So what it does, the name is Mary is equal to Mary, now the condition is true, so it enters here. So what is the output? Hello Mary first. So you can see hello Mary. Then what happens? The password is swordfish and the string swordfish is equal to string swordfish. Yes, the condition is true. So print access granted. So the first output will going to be access granted. So in the first case, in everything is the condition is true. So it will comes out to this and it will skip the else statement because it is executing only this. Now we will go for the second case. If password is equal to, I will consider this as checked, okay, and all other things are same. Then if I try to run this program again, if I try to run this program again by debugging the Python file, so first it will going to take the name equals Mary, then password is equal to swordfish, we are assigning that. So what happens? Name Mary is equal to Mary. Yes, the condition is true. So it comes down to this, print hello Mary. Now you can see hello Mary is printed. Now in this case what happens? The password what we have assigned is swordfish and the value here what you have is check. So is swordfish is equal to check. the condition becomes false. Since the condition becomes false, it skips this print statement, that is access granted, and then it comes to the else statement. What is else? It is a wrong password. So you will going to get it as a wrong password. So this is how you will be able to analyze and say the blocks of code how it will going to be executed. Only the blocks of code will going to be executed only when the condition is true, and how this false, once the block of statement will going to become false, how it will going to execute this block. We have seen both the types of examples in this particular session. So this program execution, Python started executing instructions at the top of the program going down one after the another. The program execution, or simply it's an execution, is a term for the current instruction being executed. So that is how here start from the top of the program, it runs through the blocks of code depending upon whether the condition is true or false. So this is how you will be able to explain about the continuous flow of the blocks of code in Python program. Thank you.